guys, welcome to Sketching with the Sullivans. If you've probably noticed that we have a new special guest. This is my sister, Paige Sullivan. Would you like to tell them about yourself?
Yeah, my name's Paige, as he just said. I'm 15 and I'm very excited to be sketching with the Sullivans today.
Okay, so today we have I crocheted some more Woobles. So let me just,
Need help?
No.
Just don't move around too fast because it'll be rude.
Oh, whoopsies, dropped something. Okay, so we'll start with this one. This is the first Wooble that I crocheted. You've probably seen him. His name is Bjorn. So, yeah, I think it's really cute. And then we have Fred the dinosaur. I don't know if I've shown him off yet. I think we might have, but I don't know if we have. I remember in our not the first video, but the first video that had to do with the Wooble, I started him so you could get a sneak peek of him. So, there. And then this is Emilio the sea turtle. Sea turtles are my favorite animal. I feel like he's also adorable. And then this is Albie the phoenix. I think he's also adorable. And then we have some accessories too. This one, he doesn't really have a name. He's a mushroom. Yeah. And then this one is a cute little pear, and I feel like he's adorable in Fred's arms. So those are my new Woobles. We are going to be drawing them all in the same picture today. So it might be a little long video.
So you wanted to learn how to draw all these guys in one frame, almost like a poster. And we're gonna put a Wooble's logo above it, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and if you want to get your own Wooble, there'll be a link in the description or the comments.
Okay, you think you can handle this?
I don't know.
All right.
Guess we'll see.
Let's get to it. We have a familiar setup. Got our trusty Sharpies.
And Paige is right over there. She's still drawing with us. We just don't have enough room to fit her.
Yeah, we're going to see what
Paige
Paige comes up with after we're done here. We're going to compare. And for coloring, we've got our markers that we like to use. You can use any markers, any paper, but remember to put something down underneath it, especially if you're drawing on Mom's good dinner table, because you don't want to mess that up. I've done it before. Now, let's get started here. You're going to have to kind of imagine with me what we're going to do. So we're going to draw all of our Woobles lined up looking at us, and we're going to leave room up here for a Wooble's logo. And if you can mentally frame your picture and you know what you're going to do, that's fine. For me, it's going to help to take a tiny little sketch mark that I'll erase later. And I'm going to say that I'm going to have my logo up in this area, so I don't want to draw my Woobles there. And my bottom of my picture is going to be around here. So that's going to give me framing marks. You can do that. You want to do that on yours?
Sure.
Okay, that's just going to give me an idea of where I'm working. Now I'm going to start out by using a fine point Sharpie, or you could use just an ink pen. But I think it's going to help us to define our lines with this first before we start coloring anything in. I like to work left to right, especially because when you're drawing right to left, your hand is blocking what you're working on. You can't see it. I go left to right. If you're left-handed, you might want to go right to left. But I'm going to start over here, and we're going to start with Bjorn first. He was the first Wooble you ever made, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start with him, and I'm going to make a nice little oval shape about this big, but it's going to kind of be like an elongated C. I'm not going to quite fill it in. I'm going to leave a little gap here, and you'll see why in a moment. It's looking good. I like it. And now I'm going to put his fin right here. And then when you get that done, we're going to put his little heart-shaped tail right back here. It's like a heart where you can't quite see the bottom of the heart. This is looking good. Now I'm going to come back for the rest of him, but the reason I left this gap here is because he's going to be right next to our friend the mushroom. And so our mushroom hat is gonna be this shape. Just start with this. It's like almost like a person's nose, or a mushed up, upside down U. Watch Sawyer, that's really good. Now, for the cap, I'm gonna finish it off and I'm gonna go up. It's gonna be slightly inverted up. And then from the two sides here and here, we're gonna have his body extend down. And it gets wider as it goes down. He's a pudgy little shroom.
Oh, and if you're going too fast, feel free to just pause the video.
Good. Now, if you have a gap left over, you can fill that up. Now, we're going to put some eyes on our narwhal now, and his eyes are kind of low. They're just nice little black dots like this.
Adorable.
Thank you. And we're gonna put our narwhal horn on it as well. And that's gonna be sort of curved. Tearing off another piece of paper here for the sister. All right. His narwhal horn is between the eyes, obviously. Think a piece of candy corn. It's not a sharp triangle. It's a rounded off triangle. Because this is, after all, a Wooble. Now, if you want to be really technically accurate, he has a white belly. So we're gonna put a line just at the very bottom that we'll leave white once we're all done.
And if you like our our content, please like and subscribe. It lets us know that you like our content and you want us to keep doing drawing lessons.
All right. Now, smiley face on the mushroom. This should be pretty simple. Even if you don't like drawing, you can put a smiley face. You can make it little, or I'm gonna make mine a little thicker. You decide.
Oh, and if you don't subscribe and like, then a tarantula will be in your bed. Just kidding. I don't like when YouTubers do that.
Now this mushroom has some circles on them, or I don't know what do you call those? Splash marks.
Do them wherever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna move these guys over and we're gonna bring our turtle friend next. Emilio. So again, I'm gonna start with the head. This is gonna be basically a circle. Leave a little room between the circle and your mushroom because we wanna see some of Emilio's body. All right. His eyes are down low and on the side. One of them is right here, and you're just gonna see the other one over there. We'll color all these eyes in later. Sawyer colored his in, and that's fine, because they're gonna wind up being black, right?
Yeah.
So if you wanna color them in now, that's fine.
I would normally do highlights in my eyes to make them cuter, but these dinosaurs and narwhals don't really, they're just like a pin that you put in, so.
Now this is Emilio's little arm coming out right here. Just a little nub. That's gonna connect your mushroom to your turtle. And then above that is gonna be the bottom part of his shell. You're gonna cap off that U shape. And then behind him, between your mushroom and the very middle of Emilio's head is gonna be the rest of his shell. Like this. Great, we're halfway done. We have 3 more little characters to draw. Now, I wanna save room. Actually, I think I'm gonna tilt Albie the Phoenix so we can see one of his wings very gloriously here. So right above the eye that you have on Emilio, you're gonna do a flattened out kind of beak. It's kind of like the narwhal horn shape, only it's gonna be a little smaller. And that's how we know to define the center of Albie's head. So Albie, the rest of him, It's gonna be a bigger circle than Emilio. And it's gonna start from right here, and then it's gonna finish up just underneath Emilio's eye here. So if you need marks to know where to come back to, you can put those there. And then we make a big circle. I'm going slowly, so make sure I come back to the right spot. And that's gonna be our phoenix.
I'm gonna put shadows on it.
Okay, sure. Getting very creative here. All right, now his eyes are obviously on each side of the beak, like this. And he's got some sort of a tassel thing, I don't know what you call it, on top of his head. But that kind of goes like this, and then like this, and then like this. That shape is gonna make a lot more sense when we color it all in. Now, his really extravagant wings come out like this with these little scallops, I think you call those. Basically, 4 connected U's that all come back to his body. Excellent, Sawyer. And then on the ends of these scallops, you just trace what you did. You start at the point of each scallop and you go all the way there and come back to the point so that you're leaving something we can color in red, like so. Does that make sense? Or you got it all right? And then his tail feathers are very similar.
Wait, do I have room to add another wing?
Yeah, you do. I don't on mine, but you can add another wing there. All right, now I showed a little bit of his tail feathers behind him. That's optional. If you have room, you might want to do that. And you can do the same scallop action there. When you guys get caught up, let me know. We're gonna move on to our last friend here, Fred the dinosaur. We're gonna have to imagine that he's holding his pear. I'm gonna prop him up so I can see him a little better. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Fred's pear, and it's an egg shape, and it's a little bit behind the wing, but don't complete your egg. We're gonna leave a little bit of the egg undone. So basically make a letter C, but make sure it's long up and down like an egg. Go up a little more on that, Sawyer. Just leave a little spot. The reason we're leaving a spot is for his hand, which is gonna be holding it. His little tiny Tyrannosaurus Rex hand.
It's adorable.
Now the top of our pear has a stem, of course. And it also has this wonderfully designed leaf that goes over here like this. Now, the rest of Fred is gonna be tilted. Let's make his other, let's start and make a line that runs parallel to your pear. From here down to there. That's gonna be the side of his body. And then you pick that up. Imagine where it comes through behind the tail. It doesn't come out somewhere around here. And it's gonna go like this. Just a small curve from there to there. Okay.
Add in another arm.
Oh yeah, well, that's what I was gonna get to. My other arm is gonna be a little bump over here. Okay. Now, I'm gonna continue this body up. We're gonna put his tail in later. Don't worry, he's getting a tail. But I'm gonna continue his body up till it gets above the pear, about that high. And then I'm gonna come back to this side, and that's gonna kind of go up above the pear as well, to about right here. Now his giant dinosaur head is what comes next. This is gonna go all the way over to the tail, and then come all the way up and come back like this. He's starting to take shape, but he's not real dinosaur-y yet. Ooh, I love your sword, that looks really good. The tail is gonna be the same kind of rounded triangle shape from the narwhal horn and the nose, only it's gonna be sideways, it's gonna come over here like this. See that? All right, now the thing that makes him a Wooble is these big, cute, adorable eyes. And then his brilliant yellow spikes, which start at the very top of his head and are also these little rounded triangles. You can make as many or as few as you want. I'm gonna make 5 or 6 of these, maybe more, because they go all the way down his tail like this. We're gonna color those in yellow. All right, now, this is tricky. The real Fred has these yellow marks in front of his belly. I don't think I'm gonna be able to draw those very well. I feel like I might make the picture too complicated. What do you think, Sawyer?
I don't feel like I'm gonna draw him.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him off. This is a representation of our Woobles. It's not, a photograph, it's art. So the last step is to capture, the next to last step is to erase our pencil marks, if you made them. I can barely see mine, but I'm gonna scribble them out. And I'm gonna scribble my title ones out as well, because now that I've cleared out that space, I didn't make the mistake of drawing too high, so I have plenty of room. The final part is labeling it. And if you're not into printing and typography and fonts, don't worry about it. You can write anything on here. You can even sign your name. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw the Woobles. And I'm gonna start at the very center of my page by just writing the letter the, like this. All capitals. And I made my H slightly smaller. My H doesn't quite come down as wide. And there's a reason for that. I'll tell you in a moment. Good, Sawyer. The reason is because you're gonna have an O right under there. You have to make block letters. If you've never made block letters before, you basically draw one part of the letter and then you draw another part inside of it, like this.
Or I'll do this on the back. If you're gonna draw, let's say an R, you can draw an R and then trace around those lines. And then erase the lines in the middle.
Yeah, there you go. It's another good strategy. I did my middle O first because I want it centered, because that's gonna be the middle of the Woobles logo. And now I'm doing a little bit something counterintuitive. I'm writing from right to left here with my lettering. So this W doesn't have to be as fancy as I did it. Just a big block W will work. I'm gonna color mine all in black here. We'll speed that up for you guys in a minute. So I'm writing Woobles. So I've got, right now, the Woo. I'll keep on going. Now I'm a B. You'll notice this little O here is smaller to fit the in. But now we make a larger B. Like that. And then an L. If you're having trouble keeping your letters in a line, you can always take a ruler or a piece of paper and lay it down and trace a straight line in pencil to give yourself a line to write on, and then erase it when you're done. I didn't do that because I have trouble getting my pencil lines erased perfectly, but if you think you can do that, that might be a good help. E, it's just like our other block letters. And then of course an S. For the Woobles. All right, I'm loving this. Have we missed anything? I think we got it. Are you ready to color it in?
Yeah.
Let's do it. back. We did it. Everybody ready to show what they did?
Yeah.
All right, one at a time. Sawyer, take your Woobles drawing a little closer. Hold it steady for a second, all right? And then here's mine. I like, Sawyer, how you did some shading on yours. You got creative with it. And you even made his Woobles logo blue. And you signed it?
Yes.
Look at you. I didn't even think to sign it.
No,
Paige,
that's
great
great.
job. Excellent for a first timer on the sketching with the Sullivans. Okay, that's fantastic. We're ready to wrap it up. Anything else you want to say here?
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Paige is a good sport.
Yeah. Comment what you would like us to draw next, and if you want me to crochet anything, and then show it in a video, put it in the comments. The top comment is what I will do.
Doesn't have to be a Wooble, does it? So
No.
we can crochet all kinds of
And
stuff
it can't
now,
be
so.
too hard.
Yeah, try to keep it simple. All right. Thanks a lot, and keep on
Sketch.
sketching.